Well, there we go.
For everyone.
Erica Badu, Rihanna, call us, you know where we are. We're waiting for you at Fashion Week.
Welcome back on the couch with Authentic Beauty Concept Part 2. This is Garland.
This is Cofone, and we are back. If you could style the hair of any historical figure, who would it be and why?
I mean, I love the 60s.
Which reflects in some of the work you do.
Yeah.
Beautiful work you do.
To have done her hair during that period, I think that would be one for me. You?
I have to just be honest and say the first thing that came into my head when I read the question was Queen Elizabeth I, but
yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
that would be a challenge.
Yeah.
But like looking, when I watch those movies, they're referenced from what was actually happening. It fascinates me how those things were created.
Dream celebrity client whose hair you'd love to style for a future fashion week.
Just bring on Rihanna. I mean,
It's gonna happen.
I work with an artist now, Alison Goldfrapp, and what I love about working with Alison, at her point in her career, she is totally in control of all decisions. So I feel like if I got to work with Rihanna, she's definitely in control of what she's doing. So, so Rihanna, hit me up. What about you? I mean, you have a repertoire of celebrity clients already. Come on, tell us a few. Tell us a few.
I feel very, very grateful with who I'm working with. But yeah, going back to one of the questions earlier, Erica Badu.
Erica Badu.
Yeah, and if she wanted to come to Paris, and she's going to be on the front row of all of the top shows, then I'm going to give her a different hair look.
Well, there we go.
For everyone.
Erica Badu, Rihanna, call us, you know where we are. We're waiting for you at Fashion Week.
How is it for you working with Authentic Beauty Concept on Fashion Week?
Authentic Beauty Concept actually came into my life at kind of a pivot point when things really needed to change. Way before we even started working with Fashion Week, to have the support of a brand, a community, and to really feel part of something. Fast forward to Fashion Week, that's also been such an incredible journey with Authentic Beauty Concept. We did our first presentation, I think in 2018, 2019, and it was...
I was going to say, actually, when was your first show?
That was as a lead, and it was daunting. Looking back at it, nothing to really write home about. But that was the start of this journey that I've now seen, the brand evolve, and we're now everywhere at Fashion Week, supporting incredible artists.
I think as session hairstylists, it can get lonely sometimes.
Absolutely.
And even though I've been really proactive in leading Fashion Week workshops with assistants and also doing, a masterclass, to now be a part of a community. We've just come off the back of the community gathering in Barcelona, and I was really nervous. I was really nervous, and it was overwhelming, to come into that space and see so many people there. But I came away from it thinking, wow, this is a side of my work that I used to absolutely love when I was at Harrington's with the salon group where I did my apprenticeship.
In Carnaby Street?
I was at the one in Maidenhead.
Oh my God, I did Carnaby Street for about 6 months.
Oh wow, oh God. Gosh, what a small world. Yeah, so for me it's just, I'm loving the prospect of being on this journey with more hairstylists and just sharing experiences, and looking forward to getting to Fashion Week in September and welcoming some of the other advocates that we got to meet in Barcelona. So yeah, I'm again very much like you, just really grateful and just really proud.
Humorous anecdotes about working with models or clients during Fashion Week.
Oh wow, my God, so many.
Give me a juicy one and give me a real one. Give me a little bit of dirt, go on.
Okay, I'm not gonna mention any names.
Yeah, disclaimer alert.
But my first show that I led, the first model that I had was just, I don't know what was going on. Well, I do know exactly what was going on.
We all probably know what was going on.
I know exactly what was going on. She wasn't going to sit still. Couldn't sit still. And we had to do a sleek type ponytail.
The worst.
The worst, honestly, for everyone out there listening to this, our advocates, our hairstylists out there watching this, you absolutely know. If a model's head is moving, I mean, my team, they laugh at me because I'll say it every time. Shoulders back, chin up, neck strong, and well, we just weren't. She wasn't having any of it.
Bobblehead.
Yeah. And in the end, I had to have 2 assistants, one on either side.
I can see
that
the visual.
Was holding her head still, because I was 45 minutes in, and as we know, you know, backstage, time is of the essence. Yeah, that wasn't a good one. What about you?
A funny moment or a bizarre moment or crazy and showing how ridiculous parts of this industry are. I get a frantic call the day before. We need 15 or 30 orange wigs for a mobile phone commercial, and we've got a budget of £400 and it's 8 p.m. and we want these amount of wigs. And so I said to the client, "Oh, sorry, not doing it. I would be this and you would need to provide wigs, and I don't know how we're going to get these wigs." Powers that be got me what I wanted and more, and we found these wigs, these very good quality synthetic wigs that were taken from the company, sent there for the morning. We arrived, all the talents. I mean, I had to also find a team at 8 p.m. the night before, but you know, back in the day when I was like a yes boy, yes, I can do that. Yeah. And so we wig wrap these people. We are going on location, the Tate, we're here. And they scrapped the wigs. No wigs, don't want to use them. Not because of the wigs, they just decided no wigs. And it's like...
I mean, that's worrying, isn't it?
Yeah.
If the night before and then the day of, they're making those kinds of decisions. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that. Okay, post-fashion week, unwind routine. What do you do to decompress and just regroup, reground?
So my very incredible therapist, Ella McChrystal, had specific guidelines for me pre, during and post fashion week this season. I was having Reiki before and a sound bath the day I left. During fashion week, there were certain rules about people not being around me after a certain time at night, so that I actually got to come down in my own space. And then literally, we finished fashion week, I drove home and I got out the car, and because my neighbour does the Reiki in the sound bath, which is very lucky, and I walked into her house and I was unconscious for an hour and a half. Adam, I was like, oh yeah, oh where am I? Oh. Yeah. So yeah, that was something that we did. I mean, I then went straight onto tour, and then I mean, haven't stopped. But it was really just useful or great that someone had given me that check-in to keep me accountable for my wellness. What about you? What do you get up to?
I've got 2 doggies, Chief and Cookie. Cute. So for me, just going home and curling up with them, just that, you know, unconditional love. Yes. Yeah, that's an instant unwind for me.
Lovely.
Yeah. And I've got into the habit of getting up on non-shoot days, waking up at 6:30. And just this feeling of knowing that, well, I'm probably not the only one waking up at that time, so it's not that early, but just knowing that it's all quiet outside and listening to a podcast or a meditation, and that's been really helpful. Subscribe if you'd like to see more conversations on the couch.